Hi, thanks for joining me. Right, well, it's so nearly Christmas, we might as well go for a Christmas spin, mightn't we? I haven't decided which way to go yet, but I think I'm going to go to Carmarthen, actually, because I've got plans for my studio space. I think it could do with some purple light in it, for one thing, get the healing energies going, and maybe it could do with the Christmas tree. And it's so nearly Christmas, I reckon I'll get a nice little Christmas tree very cheap if I go to Carmarthen. So I think that's where I'm going to go. I haven't made my mind up yet. What do you think? Track's looking its usual self. It's quite nice and bright weather today for a change. And there's the light at the end of the tunnel. I'll have to put my seatbelt on when I get there. But which way to go, that's the question. I must actually get some sawdust for my chickens so I can keep on cleaning their shed out. That's not a Christmas thing, really. I mean, well, it will be, but I've just run out of sawdust, so I'll have to do something about that. Let's just turn the camera a bit so you don't have to look at that thing stuck in the way there. Still there. Oh, you never get rid of those things, can you? Bright and green though, that's how it's looking. Looks a bit dull in the camera, but this is a real nice day, believe me. The sun is sweeping in, and we're just past the winter solstice now, so the days are getting longer, and I hope the weather's going to get lighter. Still got to wait for winter to bite and see how good or bad that's going to be, but you never know how it's going to go, do you? Okay, seatbelt on. Yeah, I've decided now. We will most definitely take ourselves to Carmarthen in a minute. But first, I'm going to go up to our local animal food stores. I live in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's miles from anywhere. There aren't many other people about. But there is actually an animal food shop just like about 2 minutes up the road. Because it's a farming area, it makes sense, you know. So we'll go there first and we'll see what's happening. Here we are, nearly at the place. Just got to sit and wait a bit for the traffic. And there it goes. And the gate's open. That is looking really positive. I was thinking of getting some of those addictive cat food pouches for my cats, but I think they're putting on enough weight as it is, and they'll have plenty of treats going on with Christmas. But they are expert mouse butchers. Wow, it's busy here today. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, that's them all paid for. Just got to get some shavings now, and they're well hidden, very well hidden. And the forklift's working. Just see what's going to happen here. There we go. Right, we will stop here for a second. Right, got that sorted. Great big bale of shavings. I produce a lot of wood shavings myself, but to have animals sleeping in them, you need them to have them dust extracted, and mine aren't. Mine are dead rough. So I've got a nice bale of those. Happy Christmas for the chicks. So here we go. Whistling down the road and enjoy some beautiful scenes of West Wales. The sky's starting to look a little bit grumbly there though. Might not be such a pretty day as I thought it was. We'll get on the road and we'll find out, eh? Moon's just going to enter Sagittarius today. Got a Saggy moon coming up. She's void, of course, at the moment, so this is a great time to be nipping out and doing chores and things. I always look forward to a Sagittarius moon. because it doesn't always bring great things into being, but it's always the beginning of great things. And we're so close to a new moon now that it's going to be a really good time for planning things. It's not the best time for planting the seeds of a new thing at the moment. That comes in 2 or 3 days' time. But the whole newness, all the possibilities before us, very kind of very positive to have a Sagittarius new moon at this time of year, because in just about a week's time it's going to be 2020. Okay, let's hit the Llandyssil bypass. They say it killed the village. It sort of changed the village. It's because no one drives through there anymore much, unless you actually live there. Just changed the nature of the shops. There's a lot of food takeaways there that weren't there before, so I guess that's changed. But hey, life is change, eh? Don't think I'd be saying that if I actually lived in the village and had to put up with it. But that's just the way it goes, really. I've seen YouTube change a lot in the last year or so, and that's going to need some Sagittarius thinking, which is lucky because I'm a Sagittarius. And that's really going to need me to do the Sagittarius thinking, but not do the Sagittarius suddenly changing my mind and not doing the thing I thought of thing. So if I get this tree today, which is a Yule tree actually, not a Christmas tree, let's call it what I want to call it, it's a Yule tree, which ought to be like the last one in the shop and very small so it fits on camera, and very cheap, because it's much too late and everyone's already bought theirs. Should be plenty in that department to choose from, I hope. So I'll head on up the road to sunny Carmarthen. I hope it's sunny when I get there anyway. Naughty camera's trying to slip out of the way. Look at those trees, they look like brushes to me, because there's not many leaves, well, there's no leaves on any of the ones I can see. But the holly and the ivy are still out somewhere, not in camera shot at the moment, but they are about. Oh, and here's some evergreen bushes, how cool is that? I don't believe it, it actually is sunny in Carmarthen. Actually found somewhere it's sunny. Massive queues of traffic because it's Christmas. Shops are going to be shut for at least 12 hours. So what are we going to do if we haven't got a year's supply of food in? I shudder to think. It's actually something of a Sagittarian wild idea to go shopping today. Less wild than going shopping tomorrow, though. This is me shopped out until the end of the week. At the very soonest, if not later. With any luck, I've got a very small Yule tree that'll fit in my studio and on my camera. That's been like crafted in China or somewhere. They don't make things these days, do they? They craft them. So Let's see if we get something that's been crafted. I hope we do. Slowly does it. Charlie's, here we are. Oh, parking space. Oh, Christmas shopping and Christmas parking. I feel like I want to quote from Beavis and Butthead when they say, "This sucks," because it does. In fact, I'm even going to say, how come this sucks so much? Let's see if they got what I want. And I did it, look. Tiny Christmas tree. Very cheap, but very nice. So I can go in the studio. And I nearly fell for the old thing of, I know, let's go and buy something quickly, you know, from the food place. Because the shops are, as I was saying, going to be shut for about 12 hours. And I was nearly in there with my shopping bag and I thought, no, don't be daft. So here we go. It's still plenty Christmassy though, because I'm stuck in traffic. So it's always a good bit of Christmas fun. Mind you, I'm glad I'm not doing this tomorrow. I'm doing this on the 23rd. Would not like to be doing this on Christmas Eve. I really wouldn't. Cool, look at this lot. Will it ever move, I wonder? Been here ages already. We are moving, hooray! That big tall building up there with all the windows used to be a prison. And it's not a prison anymore, but the local road system certainly was there for a minute. I always feel like Crocodile Dundee when I come here, you know, because it's just, there's nothing like what it's like where I live. Even the pedestrians are looking scared and kind of frightened they might miss something. Ooh, is it our turn? Yes! Will we actually get round? That's the question. And things haven't improved much. On my left there's a queue to get into a shop. That's all it is. It's a really long queue and it's people wanting to get into a shop. So, God forbid having to go through Christmas without far too much food to throw out on Boxing Day. I don't believe it. We might be nearly out of town here. It's not as bad as it could have been by a long way, but wow, nothing's much moving today. You think the car in front's kind of going to move enough for you to follow it, but it only goes a couple of feet and then stops. Not surprised so many people get rear-ended at this time of year, actually. Wow, now if we get past this roundabout, it's beginning to look quite positive. But will we? Yes, we will. So it's been quite a good experience of town today, actually. I'm really glad I didn't leave it till tomorrow. The car has been used extensively as an avian lavatory for overhead flying creatures. So it'd be fun to give it a wash. That could be my Boxing Day thing, washing the car. Woo! Look at all these poor sods queuing up to go into what I'm just coming out of. And look, trees. We're back in tree world, where things are green and natural. Weren't too many of those in the middle of town. I hope you enjoyed that little drive around Carmarthen. Just got to make it home now. Shouldn't be too difficult. Famous last words. We did it! Out of town, going fastish again. The camera's moved. Yeah, that's more like it. Wild and free. It was going so well, but I forgot to get any milk. So I'll have to take a little detour. We are back in the sticks, back in the countryside, but before I do anything else, just gotta pop in the local store here, get me a drop of milk, because there's none left and that won't do. I am of course a cat man, but I don't give milk to my cats, it's not good for them. They're all lactose intolerant. Wow, doesn't everyone look so happy that it's Christmas? Got the milk, got everything done, and I thought I'd bypass the bypass on the way back. So, in the thick of the deep countryside roads now. Just imagine what this is going to be like when it's all covered in snow. Kind of thought it might have been covered in snow already, actually. It being late December, but it's not happened. Bet it does in January, though. You always get a covering, even if it's not for too long. And we made it back to the track. So there you go. The moon is still void in Scorpio, still not in Sagittarius. But this Sagittarius had some fun. I hope you did too. And you know, it's a great thing to do when you've got a void moon. And she's been void, of course, all day here in UK. Great thing to do, to just do stuff that needs doing, you know, stuff that's not vitally important, but or at least stuff that it's not vitally important to do right this second, but stuff that needs doing sometime or other. So what do you guys do when the moon's void of course, eh? Do you have any kind of special plans that aren't too special that you like to get on with? Do some typing, catch up on some emails, let me know. It's always good to find out what people do. It's always good to be in touch. Will the chickens be waiting in anticipation? Oh, one of them is. Two of them are. Oh, I can see them already. Three of them are. That tends to mean the other one is as well. She's just kind of small. What do you think? Should I let them out? I think I better. I think they need a run around. Come on then. Bet the small one's first out the gate. Look, she can sneak through. There she is. Been waiting all day for that, haven't you, darling? Come on then. Whoop. You come in. Ginger up there's always extra careful. Right, let's show you the hall. And this is what it's really good to do. And avoid, of course, moon. Just get stuff that needs getting. And then when the moon comes into Sag, make those plans. Look, I've got some milk, Christmas tree, big bale of shavings, and some cheap batteries. I guess you know the score by now. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because that is really important. I really need to hit that 1,000 subscribers. Then I can do more and make stuff happen, which is going to be coolio. Leave me a comment. Do let me know what your plans are for void of course times. Let me know what you're doing for Christmas as well. That'd be kind of fun. Share me around the internet if you can. Be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I can't do the peace sign because I'm holding the camera, but peace.